And we're live on the Twitch the TV / the Xisuma playing the Hermitcraft. Press the wrong key. Welcome everyone, peeps are tuning in. Awesome, good to see you all. Hope you are looking forward for some exciting action as we farm fishies and build giant farms in the nether sky. Because that's kind of what we're doing today. So I believe everything is over at the gas farm. If you watched the last couple of the streams, we are just every time chipping away at that gas farm, getting things done. And literally everyone in chat right now is saying hello, good morning, awesome, welcome everyone. And ooh, what's happened over there? Some blocks missing. My Panda says, I got a sub last stream, yay. Yeah, you might have got one of those gifted ones. We had lots recently. Lots of gifted subs. And there's a sub. It's BSD77 here for 2 months. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh, I lost track. I lost track for a second there of all the torches. Okay. Right, so as you know, what we do when we're here is we immediately fly back. Of course, that's what we're gonna. What do you mean? Why you're flying back? It's tradition. You know, you fly over here, and you go back again. Why would I not do that? Come on now. Come on now. Let's have a look over here. Oh, hello, sir. That was timing. Efo, there he does. Look, I knew he'd have an ender chest. You know. There we go. Also, he's got like these little random shulker boxes here. Anyway, now we can go to the gas farm. Now we can go to the gas farm, peeps. So welcome everyone, my chat is just full of people saying hello at the moment. Democoy says, had a night shift, watched some videos on your channel, in the call room, just came home, and there is a live stream. Yes, there is a live stream. It's happening right now, unless this is a pre-recording. Oh, I left my redstone box somewhere. Right, yeah, that makes sense. I left it with that. Good thing I don't need that right now. I just need this. And we need some obsidian. Kablamo. Some stone. We got that. Now we got some more. Sweet. Right, we also need a little bit of carpet, I believe. Probably more than that. Let's take that with us. And we got a noise in the ear. It's Das Dodo 93 here for 11 months. Glad you like the content, dude. Glad you enjoy it. Let's go see if we put carpet on top of this thing. I've got a weird feeling I might have forgot. No, they've all got carpet on, so we'll just plop ourselves down around here. Ugh, perfect. And we need some stone. And we're good. We're good. Everyone says hi, X, but nobody's asking how's X, says Crafters. People are asking how I am as well. Hey, X, I'm having trouble choosing. Do you think I should choose a Nintendo Wii or a Switch? I don't know, dude, because I don't play either of those things. So I wouldn't be much help. I would always encourage people to buy an instrument over a games console myself. But hey, that's just me. Is this build contained within one chunk, X? No, it's not actually chunk aligned, and it spans multiple chunks. Right, I'm gonna go build this portal now. Dark Bandit says, will you ever do a face reveal? If so, when? Face reveal. I've never been asked that before. Never really thought about revealing my face. That's something to think about, isn't it? Okay, we got Audio Starfish87 here for 10 months saying, if I remember to subscribe every month, I would be on a 3+ year subscription. I guess, well, shouldn't you be able to resubscribe using regular Twitch? Because the Prime one doesn't automatically resubscribe, but I think the other one can be set up to do. But no worries, dude, man. Like, thanks for watching for over 3 years, you know? Don't worry about the subscription stuff. I believe it can be automated, though, if you're on Twitch. What instrument do you prefer, says Pogyan. I play guitar. I love piano and or keyboards and drums. I really so want to get back into music. I went for a really long walk this morning. Did that the other day as well. I kind of broke out of my habit of my morning walk. Started doing them later in the day. And going out first thing in the morning, really noticed how fresh the air quality is. And today especially, it's a Sunday, so you don't have as many cars on the road overnight, and then there's not cars out there, you know, it's Sunday morning. It's also lockdown, so things are pretty quiet, and the fresh air really kind of like, really felt it. It was really noticeable. And anyway, yeah, I enjoyed a good long walk, and I was just listening to some Dead Can Dance. Very inspiring. Love listening to that sort of music when I'm out there just walking around in nature. It's lovely. X, what is the oddest type of tree I've ever tried? Probably Lapsang Sao Chong, which I really quite like because it's very smoky and kind of not quite what I expected. By the way, I got a hot cup of tea here. I had one a minute ago as well because I got back a little late from my walk, had a quick breakfast, some Greek yogurt and raspberries, and then a protein bar and a cup of tea. I've got another cup of tea now. Any good podcasts? I know I haven't been listening to podcasts as much lately. Since I've like started doing musical stuff again, I just feel myself like pivoting. Like things just feel a little different internally, and I just haven't been as interested in listening to people talk. I also think, you know, I got a good old dose of that, right? Listening to so many. So now I want to kind of like listening to new and interesting stuff. So I probably get, you know, might have to find some new podcasts to listen to, right? Do you leave your PC on overnight, says Pi? I do when I AFK and I have a reason to, but I never leave my PC on unnecessarily. Always like to turn it off. Oh, right. Do you listen to Spawn Chunks? I've been on the Spawn Chunks podcast. I don't listen to it. It's good stuff. I just don't really need to listen to a podcast about Minecraft. That's not what I'm looking for. X was born AFK. I mean, weren't we all born away from a computer? You know? We got... I guess it's away from keyboard, isn't it? But we got Ben Nomahor here with the Prime, and we got Betty Jetson subscribing. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Everyone flying past your gas farm thinks it's a gold farm. Who's been flying past it and saying it's a gold farm? Because everyone is probably not everyone on Hermitcraft. Why do people talk like that? Because it's probably literally not everyone on Hermitcraft. So someone's probably done it. It's probably one person. Oh, apparently it's Mumbo. So we've got one person. Impulse apparently has as well. So 2 people constitutes everybody, apparently. Maybe Zedaf as well. Why are they flying out over this way? I kind of built this like where no one else would... or is situated in the Nether, you know. I should probably bring it up in a meeting that this thing can be broken if someone builds a portal like nearby. So hopefully no one picks up a project like in the nearby area. Apparently Corrales and Iskall. Are people just naming hermits now? There's like quite a lot to fly out over here randomly across the Nether. Here we go. Oh, that Xisuma guy as well. Yeah. That Xisuma guy flew out here and said it was a gold farm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We got a noise in the ear. It's Zedralla here with the Prime. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for your subscription. A couple of peeps in chat are asking about plans to get a PlayStation 5. I was going to get one, but do you know what? I can't be bothered. I'm hardly ever going to use it. I mean, the only thing I use my PlayStation 4 for is watching YouTube videos and streaming Netflix or Amazon, right? I don't even play games on it anymore, so... yeah, I'll probably get one sometime next year, maybe. But I've really got no need to have one. Yeah, it looks like a fine console. As a PC user, consoles don't have quite the same appeal to me because I don't need that kind of gaming experience, and I like the openness of a PC platform to do other things on it. But it seems like a good bit of kit. That's for sure. We got a noise in the ear donation here from Audio Starfish 87 saying, "I've got an electric guitar and I want to get into it. Do you have any recommendations for videos on how to learn it? Or have you ever thought on teaching people how to play the electric guitar?" Thank you so much for the donation, dude. Appreciate it. I don't think I'll make a good teacher just because there are, well, I think I'd be good at, introducing someone to it and be like, hey, you can do this, you can do that. Here's some cool techniques. Go check this thing out. But not a proper teacher. Yeah, my tip is, so my tips with electric guitar are first of all you might want to write some things down. Like look up tablature online. Okay, tabs are really easy to read because they use numbers and all of this. There's also software like Guitar Pro that can kind of put the tablature in front of you and play it as well, so you can get a sense of what you're doing. These are like really powerful tools for figuring out what you've got to do on the guitar. Anyway, and the point being is that like a lot of songs, like some AC/DC songs, like "For Whom the Bell Tolls" by Metallica, or they got a couple of slower songs. Like there's actually a lot of accessible songs that you might like that kind of revolve around playing simple power chords and stuff. And so a great way to learn, in my opinion, is to learn to play other people's songs, because it's really exciting to play a song you love and play along to it. My favourite songs to play are Harvester of Sorrow and Ride the Lightning by Metallica. Man, they're so great. They're not entry-level songs, but like, it's so much fun to play your favourite songs and play along, at least for me. And that's like a thing that is a little more accessible than you might realise. The other thing is to just look up techniques, chord shapes, picking rhythms, finger patterns, movements, scales. Like these are all things that you should understand and then learn how to practice, because they'll all contribute to learning to play songs and maybe even writing your own. When you practice, like you want to kind of drill it a little bit. I was doing some drills yesterday, just kind of like working on my picking rhythm. I picked up my my 7-string guitar that's in A, so that can play like down whole step stuff, like when the guitar tuning of a 6-string is in D. So that's like Reload, Load era Metallica. Cradle of Filth always played in D. Death played in D. So you can play those songs on it, and then you can play Korn as well, because Korn is in A on a 7-string. Anyway, I was like playing on that guitar, and it was like, because I haven't really been playing as much for a long time, I was just noticing like how I was trying to do stuff and how sloppy some of my technique was, and I had to like drill it a little bit and just trying to get that rhythm back into the picking and get a better sound out of it. Because you can play guitar, you can play along, but there is a lot of finesse in how you strike a chord and how you put your fingers on the fretboard and how you alternate pick and downstroke, and you really want to like practice these things well and learn good techniques. You also want to look up people online. There is a plethora of people teaching guitar online for free on YouTube. There are loads of good channels you can learn from. My guitar is always drop D for Tool. Oh, I've not thought of learning to play a Tool song. And they play in drop D. I've got a guitar, an Explorer that's in drop D. Yeah, I used to really like playing in drop tuning because it's like very simple to play a power chord. It's just one finger as opposed to three. But I think it's not good to like rely on it. And in fact, once you get really comfortable with playing in E, it kind of feels pointless to go to drop in a way, because you can just pull it off the same way with the normal chords. Anyway, me got a hot cup of tea right here. We've got a noise in the ear from Tom Jones, 152 at the Prime. Darth Vorthin here subscribing. Glitchy Rainbow has subscribed as well. Thank you so much for your tremendous support, peeps. I appreciate it. Have you played any early Bring Me the Horizon? Yeah, probably back in the day I learned a bit of this and that. Talbar says you can't go low enough in E. Well, you know, the novelty of going low, I think, is a little bit overemphasized. There's definitely, I think that a few notes below E, you definitely get something a little more out of. But when I think you go lower and lower than that, it feels more like an aesthetic than an ability to really write or be heavy in a different way. It feels like it becomes more aesthetic. But that's my take on it. What was the first tune or song you played on the guitar? I'm not really sure I can remember. But I discovered a song. It's by Burzum. It's called, I'm gonna absolutely butcher it trying to say it off of memory. But it's like Na Ha Kalima or something like that. It's like Norwegian. And that was like one of the first songs that I learned to actually play all the way through on guitar. It's really simple, but it's a really beautiful melody to play along to. And I discovered that one recently again, and I was like, oh, this sounds fantastic. It's so much fun to play along with. That's a really great song for anyone who wants to learn guitar. In fact, let me just see if it's in the memory, and I can quickly pull it up. It's not in the memory. I won't go looking for it right now. Or maybe I will. No, I'll leave it. Otherwise I'll be not doing anything for a couple of minutes trying to find it again. And that's reminded me, I've been trying to create some synchronicity between my laptop, my computers, and one of the things I was going to do was put all my Guitar Pros and tabs on the cloud so they can be synced across computers. And I'm just having the worst luck, like researching all of these services. Do not go into detail about how they work. And I was researching Mega this morning, and it's the same deal with Mega as well. They want you to have like synchronicity between your computer and the cloud, but they don't want you to have it on mobile, which is really strange. And I tried Dropbox. I spent an hour using Dropbox, and you're not allowed to do anything outside of the Dropbox, and you're not allowed to make your Dropbox synchronous on your phone. It's utterly useless. It really feels like these cloud products are all built the same way to act as like an online file container, but they don't really want you to create synchronicity. And so anyway, I've been getting tons of suggestions on Twitter whenever I talk about this, but everything I've tried, it's just the same old thing. It's like, that actually does what I want it to. So Toffee Plum says OneDrive seems to do that for mobile. Well, OneDrive doesn't either. OneDrive doesn't provide synchronicity between folders. OneDrive is just like Mega and Google and Dropbox. It's like Google's a bit more flexible than the others, but it's just an online cloud folder. And if you want it to synchronize to your phone, you don't have the option to. You can pull things out of the cloud, but you can't synchronize it. But I'll keep looking around, and I've got a feeling I'm going to have to just end up using Google Drive, because there's an app that can create this synchronicity to your phone, and the computer app does appear to be a bit more flexible, so hopefully can kind of like get it. Resilo says torrent-based sync tool. I don't really want to touch torrents for it. Like, having a cloud is just simple and straightforward. It's the synchronicity that's the issue. By the way, we're getting tons of noises in the ear as I'm waffling on here. We'll read them in just a second. Hey X, did you listen to any of the new Bring Me the Horizon album? I may or may not have listened to that new Bring Me Horizon, and I may or may not have posted it on my music blog, which you can search the Google for Xisuma music blog. And if you want to know if I listened to that latest record that you've been listening to, it might just be on there. All you got to do is press Control F, type the name of the artist, and on every single page on that website, everything I've written about is findable on that page. So you Control F, that's all you got to do. And then you get an answer. You don't even have to ask me. Drive syncs Google Drive with your phone. I will take a note of that, because the app that I'm looking at to do the same thing is not particularly well received. I actually used one, I think it might have been called Drive Sync. I don't think it was. It was Drive something. I think it's called Google Drive, maybe. No, that's the name of the actual product. Anyway, I might have used that, and it was awful. It wouldn't work, and it hogged battery, and it wanted to access like tons of my personal details just to use the app, which seemed really unnecessary, and it totally didn't work either. I used one yesterday, so I was on about, like, I've just sunk so much time into this idea. It's a cool idea. Once it's done, it'll provide some benefit, but it's like, it's better than lumping files on a USB and floating them around. I just can't find software to make it work. Okay, there we go. Right, a few more to go, and then a couple of rows over there. Right, we've got loads of noises in the ear. Anonymous gifted a sub to NuclearVamp84. Thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate you supporting our community. We got a Dodo Pro 123 here with the Prime subscription. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Betty Jetson is here gifting 5 subs to Napolgnom, Seb Eats Weed, Gozilu, Blue Healer Games, and Matt96 Tio. Thank you so much for those gifted subs. Appreciate it. We got Hylia here for 12 months, 1 whole year. Rebecca has gifted a sub to John Andler. Thank you so much for gifting the sub. And we got Betty Jensen here with more gifted subs. Another 6. Just Snipezo, I'm Speech, Prodigy 1, Dave Play 40, Nom Vidha, and Eric the Evil. Thank you, Betty Jetson, ever so much. And another one to Pi9999. Thank you for all those gifted subs. Appreciate you supporting our community. We also got Rebel Soldier 3E with a Prime, and Slepefidimidity. That is a name deliberately difficult to say right there. Thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. X, maybe you use your router for it. I don't know what router provides you have in the UK, but in Germany, Fritzbox has built-in NAS functionality. Yeah, I didn't really want to build a network-attached storage, because even if I have it, I kind of want it to be in a cloud somewhere, like what I'm putting, because things like Google Drive are going to be way more secure and universally accessible. Whereas if I do a NAS, like, although I leave my router on 24/7 along with the internet, it's I don't know, it just seems like it's more likely to fail, right? It's more likely for something to go wrong, which is not really what I'm looking for. OneDrive, you get a terabyte of storage. The amount isn't the issue, it's what it can do. OneDrive does not offer synchronicity with the app on your phone, and that's the big issue for me, is that I want synchronicity on the phone. I'm not looking for cloud storage where it just stays in the cloud, right? Like, I'm looking for synchronicity between devices and computers and setups. And so Dropbox was the worst. Like, I was really hoping for Dropbox because it has LAN synchronicity as well. But no, absolutely everything you do on Dropbox has to be in the Dropbox folder. You can't have any external folders, and you know that just makes it utterly pointless for me. One Aglop says you have no idea what you were talking about though. I have no idea. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been spending the last few days trying to set this system up and using different services and finding out that they don't let you do synchronicity. They're cloud storage. It's like although like cloud storage is one step away from synchronicity. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness me, that's annoying. Right, I don't know if it went through or not. I think it broke it, so it probably didn't go through. Right, so I think we got lucky that time. Pedro says if you mark the files available offline, you can have them sync between devices. Yeah, except you can't do that on mobile, and you have to put all the files in the Dropbox folder, so you can't have other parts of your computer synchronous, which is utterly pointless for what I want to use it for, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is that happening again? I think what might be smarter is to just fly away. Rather than fight it and make it despawn. Where is it? There it is. Looks like it landed here and didn't go through. We've had 2 in a row now. It makes me think, did I miss something somewhere? Like, did I miss a couple of portals? No, they're all intact. Maybe there is something going on that just causes it to be more likely at that particular point for some reason, you know, like a Minecraft quirk, and that we just happen to be near it, so therefore we're experiencing that. What do we got here? Noise in the ear. Okay. Nick 2M has subscribed. Asking Karma 98 has subscribed. And Betty Jetson's here with more gifted subs. Frank Gabby, Briscoe, County Sir, Alphagate, Crafters 25, and Willy Cookie. Thank you so much for those gifted subs, Betty. Really appreciate it. Ha, I've gone over a little bit. Gone over a little bit right there. Let's pop to the other end. Darth vorthin here, gifting a sub to Joanne Cotilla. Thank you again. Really appreciate the generosity and sharing it with the community here. It's lovely to see. Dr. Crunch 77 is here for 4 months, saying, have you tried John Green's podcast, Anthropocid Send Rewind? He basically reads an essay reviewing different facets of human life. Alright, that sounds really interesting. I know who John Green is, so I'll check that out. Thank you for the recommendation. Let's put that on the notes for after the stream. We got Vivera Gaming here for 4 months, and Giga TK has subscribed. Thank you so much, peeps. Bam. Let's get the stone in next. Are you the Xisuma guy from Hermitcraft Season 6? You know, easier mistake to make. No, I'm the Xisuma guy from Hermitcraft Season 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not the one from Season 6, though. I didn't play Season 6. That was the other Xisuma, you know. That guy. That guy. What's your opinion about grunge bands like Pearl Jam / Eddie Vedder? Oh, I love that era of music. 90s is the best era of music. So much of the stuff I love comes from the 90s. It's ridiculous. And like a lot of the stuff that like is great today kind of has its roots in the 90s. At least that I like, you know. But then all music has roots back to something before it, right? 90s was the golden age of music, says the con man. I imagine, like, depending on your own tastes, you're going to say something different, but it feels like that for me. It really feels like so much stuff I like comes from the 90s. But in a way, you know, like, if you're a product of the era, then being a kid in the 90s, it kind of makes sense that that sound, the era, the tone can have, like, a strong emotional impression on you. But then everything you enjoyed after it in the noughties and the 10s has that in recent memory. So a lot of the bands coming up in the noughties are influenced by stuff in the 90s. So there's like that strong linearity. It's no surprise that I find my way to music from the 90s over and over again, you know? You should put composters on top of the hoppers on the auto brewer. It greatly reduces lag. I believe composters don't do anything. I can't remember. There was, like, things get shared around so much, right? Like, it used to be furnaces. Then we learned that droppers are better. And I think someone like Ilmango made a video and, like, composters turned out to be useless. I could be getting it wrong, right? But I think that's what it was. Like, people were saying composters could be good, and it turned out they weren't. But probably best to check, rather than just take what someone... Okay, apparently they do work, and he used them in his latest video, right? So maybe it was some other block that got added that people thought would be, and it turned out not to be. You know, if I'm going to do that, I'll look into it. Also, a lot of those hoppers are going to be full with items all the time, so I'm not sure if it's still necessary, because when they're full, I don't think they check above them. But yeah, I'm going to optimize that project over time. It's such a massive project. I'm getting a little bit worried that it's like taking too long and people might lose interest, but I'm going to persevere. Like, I'm really enjoying the whole thing. We've still got lots of farms to make. The one that's probably going to suck the most is the turtle farm. I don't think there's going to be a great way to get a lot of those scoots, but you got to try, haven't you? You got to, you know, already now I'm starting to think, oh, maybe, because you got to let turtles grow up into adults, and then you get the scoot. So you got to create a collection system for that. But then you don't kind of want like an excess of turtles, so you have to kind of separate them at some point. Actually, I can kind of think of a way to do that now. I think I had this idea a while ago, but if you remember the old roundabout cow breeders, which was something that the whole roundabout mob idea, I first had this idea to do it in Season 2 of Hermitcraft, right? And I can't remember... Actually, no, it might have been early in that. I can't remember where the idea originated anymore, but I think it was something I decided to do. So Hermitcraft Season 2, there are 2 farms that utilise mobs going around in a circle, right? The cow farm and then the pig farm, because I needed a crazy amount of pig-related stuff. And so I was like, well, I'll make something where I can AFK for a long time. And if you watch the video, it's hilarious. I talk about like going for a cycle in between, and when I come back, like the Hermitcraft servers almost died because there's so many pigs. But yeah, like sending them around in a circle is a great idea for AFK breeding and separating. And I was thinking maybe I can do that with the turtles, but they have funny ways of laying eggs, right? So maybe not. I really need to look into it. And then if you can separate the babies after the eggs have hatched, yeah. Now that I think about it out loud, it's going to be really technical to figure out to make a AFK scoop farm, but you know, we'll see what happens. You can make a turtle farm where the turtle that grows up can leave the pen, but the small one don't. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I've got to automate and make it AFK, because either I create so many turtles that I visit, spend a little bit of time breeding them, go away, come back, and I got loads of scoots, or we make it AFKable. If we make it AFKable, we've got to have some sort of like player movement automation to get to all the turtles because of where they lay eggs. So then you're looking at like stacking a bunch of variables together. Like, what I'm going to be doing? Having minecarts rolling around? Like, what happens to the space where the minecarts are? You know, it quickly gets complicated with a bunch of variables. So if you can separate them, that's good to know. But that doesn't mean it's therefore doable. It's like something you've got to work into the equation. It's like the potion brewing we've been doing. You know, if you've seen some of my redstone live streams, you'll see me sort of, okay, then we'll power this thing and unpower that, and then it's like, oh no, but now we've forgotten about that thing over there. There's like this little web of complex variables to keep together. So many hermits have come across your gas farm and been amazed, says Charmeleon. Really? Why are all these hermits flying over here all of a sudden? Maybe there is actually something like in that direction that other people use. Apparently, like I've seen 5 hermits named, right? I'm glad they like it. If I'd have known other hermits were coming by here, I might have made it a little more impressive somehow. I don't know what that would be, like maybe some decoration. So you like math and sciences, says Nom Vida. I do, I love the old math and the old science. And I'll tell you what's breaking my heart, like the eroding trust in science that you see out there in the world. That's really disheartening. There is bad science, there is pseudoscience, but like the scientific principle has enlightened so much of civilization, you know. And there'll be people like anti-science from their smartphone using their GPS, you know, and internet traffic. It's all thanks to science. Science is the you know, the progress. It's the thing that we need to make progress. And there are just so many things in our daily life that have been enriched by the fact that we have the scientific process to understand the world and create technology. You know, it's really heartbreaking to think that people are losing faith in it after it's given us so much. Okay, noises in that eardrum. We've got Antimatter Kill here with the subscription. Dixie is here subscribing. We got Betty Jensen with more gifted subs. Thank you ever so much, Betty. Again, Curdled Frog 98, Mr. Artelli, Male Grim, Mingiuas, Lit and Relax, and Phonix Game 101. You've all been gifted subs. Thanks to Betty. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. Right, now that we've built this bit, I mean, I guess if you're another hermit flying this way, and you are probably going to be like, whoa, because it just goes on and on and on. Yeah, this is actually like a pretty darn mega farm, isn't it? Official terminology, pretty darn mega farm. In fact, I'm not calling it a farm, I'm calling it a farm now with an N. Right, we're going to go back into this world now, peeps. We've been doing a lot of redstone, a lot of design work on streams. It's actually been really great to do this stuff on live stream because, I don't know, like it takes a lot of time to do. It feels great to have like a place to kind of do that with all of y'all now. Okay, so this may not be the best layout. I think what we're going to do is test several layouts, but the next part will be, you know, the same pretty much in all the layouts. It's going to involve powered rails, unpowered rails, Every time I build this, I feel like I have to rebuild it in my head. This feels like a circuit I should just know off by heart by now. Yeah, we're going to need those things. Let's just clear out the rest, right? And we'll build one across here. So we need our contraption to visit every single one of these. This texture right here has sort of become my go-to redstone texture lately, it feels like. Let's go ahead and do a little experiment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aha, it's 8. So we'll put that there. What was it? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bam! No need to have more than that. One thing I will mention, and actually I'll think about right now, is the default direction these rails want to be in is usually a good reason to build it in that direction when you're using copy and paste. I'm going to go build it in the opposite direction. What is the bias again? We are facing east. Yes, you want to build on the north-south axis because when you copy and paste using World Edit, it sometimes goofs up. And that's because of the bias that they like to be placed in. It's not really an issue in survival because you kind of build it as you go and you sort of do it in a way where that doesn't become an issue. It's kind of hard to describe if you don't know what I'm talking about, really. Okay. Oh no, wait a minute. I've got it completely wrong. I'm placing them from the side, and I forgot that they changed that. So, actually, I don't know what way the bias is. I might have been doing it the right way. Oh dear. Oh dear. Tabia is here with the Prime, and Gore-Tech Godslayer's here with the cheers and the bits, saying your bat farm under the rock shop spooks Scar. He thought it was an abandoned and never appeared in a video. Brilliant. It was abandoned because, you know, like some people had an issue with it being technically like area that you buy, right? But I figured, hey, I'll just go do my mining somewhere else then. Even though no one's really using that space, although Tango ended up using the underground space. Did Tango even pay for that underground space? No one's moaning at him because he made decked out. Bias. Hey, wait a minute. I think I did that bit wrong. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kablam! Right, and we probably don't need it to be exactly there. Let's, we can peel it back by like 1 block. Bring it down, or maybe up actually. No, that's probably going to go up. Because we're kind of close to the water, so we'll do that. Yep, that'll work, and then... something like this. Every time I rebuild it. Oh, this has got to be tileable. Right, let me show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, look, it didn't... Okay, we're doing it in the right axis because it didn't combine them together. So my redstone here has to be completely tileable. Which means I am possibly limited in what I can use. No, that... Now, why do I feel like this isn't... I know why. Sometimes what you also do is dispense the items into a water stream, which I may or may not do. So for now, the redstone component that we need... I've got a feeling I'm not doing a good job of explaining myself again, because I'm just all over the place. Let's walk it through, right? That is powered until items are in here. So when a minecart arrives after picking up items, it will start to drain them in there, and I think you need like a bit of a delay, and then it will sit there until this is empty, and the minecart is empty, and then it gets powered again and goes back off. Now the bit where we might want a additional circuit here is if we want to put it in a water stream, which I'm not going to do today, but just so you understand... you would have something like that, and then you want an observer. So when this is powered, items are going into that. Therefore, this is going to be in like that position. Right, so maybe what you do is knock it back so the clock's on that side. And then we need to power that. That means this has also got to be a dropper, right? Oh, and then it powers the piston. So that's... Well, you know, the... Nah, that's probably not fast enough. Anyway, it's something like that, and we're not actually going to use that today, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to do it this way by having a hopper here, which we'll use a lot of hoppers overall, but Oh, now I know why I use water streams, because the hopper transfer speed is too slow. Like, if we want this thing to be fast, so we do need to do it with water streams, right. Okay, let's change up our circuit then, now that I've established that. We'll go ahead and put our comparator there. No, we won't. I'm not sure how this is going to end up working, but like I said, every time I build this, I rebuild it because I can't remember what I did last time. So now you can see it's the same thing, right? Except just in a slightly different setup. I think this is going to make it easier to power this block with our observers. That being said, we want to have a piston. Right, let's get our sticky piston. Can I click on that hitbox? Nope. There we go. That's the way. So this is not... Right, when items are in there, we want to dispense. That's going to be turned off. It's going to pull it up to this level. So we kind of just want... Now it's got to be tileable, so we do that. Yeah, that should be it. Okay, now we need a dropper. To do that. The next annoying thing is that you want to have water streams, right? But you're going to have a space every now and then where it's going to need a gap to refresh the water stream. Piston on the right, not down, someone said. Don't know quite what that means, but this is all good. Okay, so we're going to put the items onto a water stream, but the water stream is going to run out, and then there's going to be one above that gap, and I can't remember how I dealt with that before. I think you make it too high. But that don't sound right either. I could just have the water lower down each time, but then, you know, it's kind of a little bit inelegant. Just have it lower. Have what lower? The water? Water source above a sign to stop previous stream. Yes, but what if the item just drops straight through and lands on the ice, right? So if... I can think of just like another way that doesn't quite fit in this space. If we shoot it off to the side... No, that's probably not a good idea either. Put the dropper sideways whenever the water stops. Right, but that's only going to put items into the next dropper. And then that's... Well, maybe we have it shoot into this space when it needs a gap. And when it lands there, how would it push... I feel like my brain's close to coming up with something. Impulse has one at his kelp farm under his base. We could go look at another design. I feel like I've almost got it. Now, even when that dispenses downwards, it can dispense out to the side. So imagine this is an array. If this is where the water ends... Just use compressed ice, right? If this is where the water ends, then we do this and then go back like that. The issue... Oh, it's not an issue because we could possibly use a slab, right? The issue is that the dropper doesn't shoot directly down. It can shoot out to the side. So in theory... It's kind of likely that it could get stuck on that block, but I'm not 100% sure, because if the water is coming around the corner here... Actually, no, it's ending there. So it goes all the way to the end, and the next one starts here. kind of looks like it may or may not mess up, but I think we'll go ahead and try that, right? So that'll be our method, but we'll just build this thing with the main ingredient or whatever we want to call it, right? So the main shape, the main setup. So we will have glass either side, compressed ice below, and that is. Right, we've got to be careful here because we actually don't want to stack. Oh, we'll do this twice. That's probably what's going to work. So let's stack 24. I think it was something. Oh, look at that. What did I say? What did I say? The rails will get messed up. Okay. That's all right. We're gonna deal with that. Assume structure block. I believe structure blocks might be more reliable. Okay, if you want a little tutorial on structure blocks, head over to my channel on YouTube. There is a great tutorial on how to use these things. You'll see me use it right now as well. They are super useful. So, we want to save. Okay, this thing's going to be like 2 blocks tall. It's actually going to be 1 above it. So we'll give it some dimension in the other ones as well. So now we can see it. Excellent. Right, that's the wrong axis. It is this axis. And it is the opposite direction, which always makes it a little bit of a pain. Let's take that and put it back over here. And I'm going to put it right there. Yep, that's good. Let's actually make it 1 lower so it captures that glass as well. Okay, and now we can expand this number. Right, I've got a feeling they have a limit. They used to have a limit. Maybe they go over the limit now. Oh, interesting. I thought the limit was 32, but apparently it goes further than that now. Okay, let's reduce that by 1. And let's just call it stack, right? Save. Aha, so we have saved stack. We will now put this here in load mode. Right, and then we need a block to power it, and bam, we've now got that going all the way to there. Might have a little bit of connectivity issue here. Hopefully we can get away with it. What happens when I put that there, and then this here? See, it doesn't want to play nice. It does not want to play nice. Well, hopefully when we copy the next bit, all will be good. We're just going to have to hope, otherwise it's a pain to build. Right. Place the powered rails, then the unpowered. Place the powered rails, then the unpowered. I don't know what you're suggesting, but one thing I know is that when you build and you have this issue, you have to figure out what axis it's on, and I'm pretty sure I put it on the wrong axis. Okay, we got noises in the ear. We got a felly in here for 68 months, saying almost there. Almost at 69. Yeah, jeez. That is a long time. Right there. 69 months, incredible. Well, 68 at the moment. But yeah, thank you so much for the support, dude. Appreciate it. Okay, that is going to be able to pick up... Oh, no, what? Hopefully that is fixable. Yep, this is the issue I was talking about. It's going to be a pain to figure out this one, I tell you. It's going to be a pain. It's a shame we can't just have it work straight away with World Edit. Enigmatica Tech says, "Hey X, rails are directional now. They face the way you're placing." That's only half true. It's not true for this old issue that has been in the game for forever. It is still an issue. Right. Anyway, we're gonna bring this thing out down here. We're gonna put it into save mode and give it a new name. Okay. Then we're gonna shift up the relative position there. The height needs 2 more blocks. We're going to reel this in to about 5. And now it all fits in. Right, let's give it a little test while with that. I'm pretty sure this is going to fail miserably. Let's put it in load mode and then copy it a couple of times, right? No? Did I ever save? Interestingly, the rails popped off. Kind of wish they didn't pop off. Because when I go to place that, it's... Oh, wait, what? It didn't... Hang on a minute. Okay. I think I might have been doing this for a long time, not realising the way I was facing was influencing the way it connected. Or maybe last time I did this, it was still true. I don't know. I've learned. Now I need to remember, right? Okay, that's really good. That's really good. Mr. Penguin B says, yeah, Mojang fixed that. It would certainly seem that they did. I've got a weird feeling that they might have fixed that some time ago, and I've thought it was only for placing them, and that the connecting thing was still broken, and then built contraptions like the pain in the bum way, but surely I would have noticed at one point or another that that's not right. Surely I would have noticed. Surely don't call me Shirley. Don Serret says, I remember that being in a not too distant update. Yeah, well I was just thinking, I built something like this earlier in the season, so... what are we on? Like, what did we start this one on? 1.15? So it's... Unless it was done in 1.16, I should have known about it, sort of thing. But anyway, it is what it is. We're here now, we're learning. We've done a lot of learning. With tips from the stream and people helping out and all that kind of stuff, right? So the act of doing more of this like redstone-y stuff has been really good, I think. It's a great decision to do. Thought that would have connected, like. Oh, it's because I hadn't done the one on the opposite side, so I want to do it that way. Anyway, we will get there. This is just, unfortunately, a little bit tedious, this part. Then we want to put these ones in. Oh, and are we missing one? We're missing one over here. Luckily, I've still got that, right? I've still got that. I think it was one block lower. Has to be, because the ice needs to be included. Cool. Right, so apparently that broke that. I guess it connected to it and then it popped off. Oh, look at that. That's a thing of beauty right there. A thing of beauty. Now, if I put that there... Aha! Not quite the same. Interesting. There still are some quirks to it then, but... I'm glad that this has been resolved. Kind of easier to have all these ready. Right, oh my goodness me, so much to do with this project. Okay, we've got a noise in the ear from Poetry Slam 78 for 6 months. Thanks so much, dude, appreciate it. Also, we've got 2,600 people watching today. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that follow button here on Twitch. And while I'm at it, I'm letting you know I've got 4 channels on YouTube. Go check some of them out if you've not seen them before. The second channel's got these live streams and Minecraft news. The third channel's got talkie clips from these streams. And the fourth channel is about music. So yeah, if any of that tickles your interest, go check it out. There are links somewhere. There are always links somewhere. Okay, there we go. Right, so we have now built this massive array that is just ridiculous, and we've got to sort out the water and then see if this thing even works. So we need a water bucket, a slab probably. Don't think we need a sign, and then we need glass. And it should, in theory, all fit in to this space down here. So off it goes, and then it ends, and where it ends, we must modify this to face that direction. Okay, put a slab underneath it, 2 of these, water bucket here, glass on this side, and now it flows all the way down to this spot. Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder if that could be a little more effective, but no. It is what it is. And there goes that. On to the next one. Slab underneath. These go there. Oops, either side of it. Then out the front. Bam. Don't items go through the slab? Says Jack Daniel. You know what? The items might bob up and down in the water and get caught there. If not, we can change it to a sign. So, I thought the slab would help, but maybe it won't, but we'll see. Okay. Bucket here. That goes there. And then we do the same thing again. And then we got the end of it somewhere over here. Alright. Technically, it just needs minecarts now. It's probably going to need an AFK player. We're going to bring that on. This thing is close to getting going. And you know what I think I might do? Depending on how many drops this thing produces, I might end up using less minecarts in the final design. But, you know, we've got the high speed set up for now. Now, I counted sort of vaguely in my head then. I sort of counted without realising, hey, I'm going to count this. And I got up to 41. like, let's actually count it now, because I got a feeling, because I wasn't thinking, oh, it was 41. Okay, weird. I thought the width was 20 for some reason. And then I was counting it, and I was like, oh, I'm counting, am I? And then it's like, oh, it's 41. That doesn't sound right. No, it's 41. You got a sine wave. Yeah, get wave patterns, won't we? Right, I'm launching my second account now to come and join us. Let's go open this to LAN. Wow, that's satisfying, says Ace. Ace Amanda. Yeah, it's cool to watch them all go back and forth, right? Look, they come out in a little pattern here. But that'll change once they start picking up items. It'll all get goofed up. Okay, so my camera account is joining the server now. It is in the correct position, probably, for AFKing, so I'm going to put it in creative mode. We are going to switch to spectator, and look at that. And now they're getting pulled down, and then they'll start getting killed, and we'll start seeing some items. Or maybe not, I don't know. Like, what happens is the magma block kills them effectively, right? Oh, some of them get stuck, like, next door. This doesn't actually look so good now. There's a pufferfish, it's not on the magma. That's really... So, that kind of makes sense, right? That doesn't. Like... That really should be going all the way in. Why is it not going all the way in? Is it clipping the edge there? And it doesn't seem to swim once it gets caught. So this layout looks kind of ineffective. Are we getting any items? They're over here. The items are over here. That's not good enough then. So we need to change this design. And I think I know the way I'm going to do it, right? Here's what we're going to do. No, wrong key. Creative mode. So we are going to select that and that. And then, actually, I think... Yeah, I think I could do this all in one go. I select that, and then we go and stack. We'll just do a little bit to begin with. Stack. 20. And then like 28. Okay. 36. It's probably 41 again, isn't it? 36, 7, 8, 9. So it's like 40. No? Did I face the wrong direction for a split second or something? I don't know why that didn't work. Okay, so now we have a different layout. Oops, doing the wrong thing again. Now we have a different layout. This could potentially be more... Oh, instantly it seems like things are falling into it. Now, because they're far away from the player, they are not going to... Yeah, they're not going to... How can I describe this? Like, they're not going to move, are they? Because they've got no movement AI. So they're far enough away from the player that they don't move side to side. So once they land down here, that's it. They're kind of stuck there. And then they'll be taking up the mob cap. So that's not good either. Right. It looks like this one produced a few more items. But that's also not good. Why not lower the glass one block, says Jolly Sly. Initially, I didn't think that would work. So let's go... we have glass at this... No, we have to move it down. Right, okay, here's what I'm going to do. First of all, we are going to select the area between those blocks and replace them with glass. Ah, how far does that go? What? How did I do that? Oh, it must have tried to stack it in a sort of semi-diagonal... What? I didn't know you could stack it in a semi-diagonal direction. That's really odd. That's really odd. I know you can when you use specific coordinates. I didn't like what did I do here? Because it's like facing that way or that way should just be that way. Yeah, how did I get it to diagonal stack in an odd direction? No idea. So anyway, replacing the air with white stained glass. Okay. Then we go... we actually want the same region again. So we go shift the region by 1 upwards. And then we replace the other way around, the white stained glass with air. Now we have a different setup here. Okay, things just spawned. They fell down. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is looking potentially better. And then again, same sort of issue, really. It looks like they're more likely to end up falling onto this thing, but I still don't think this is what we're looking for. Still don't think this is the farm we're looking for here. Try it in a grid? I mean, this is a grid, right? Oh, you mean go back to the pattern we had before, maybe? Now, yeah, now might be a good time to do that. So, how am I going to achieve this? I think what I'm going to do is do it a little bit hacky. We will go from here all the way over to the other side. And we will move everything forward by 1. Yeah. Then we'll go from here to there. And we will stack. Let's do 18 to begin with. Right, that went very, very close. 19. And there you go. It's all the way to the edge. So now, right, okay, again, go to spectator mode. New bunch of fishies spawn in. Right, and no, you're moving around still. Okay, so we've got one there that sort of landed and one over here. So they have this potential to sort of land and not get caught. But this feels far more effective now. This feels like the best layout we've seen so far. And the items are getting spat out, including pufferfish. I can see quite a few pufferfish items over here. You know, this is the scientific way I measure my rates. I measure my rates with art. just vertical art. I want to make a thumbnail with that. Or maybe get it from this side. I don't know. I feel like it kind of looks amusing to me. Okay. And there we go. That's my thumbnail. Let me go post that quickly. Get it from a top-down angle. I kind of like the ocean. Like the ocean makes the items pop a bit, I think. Anyway, the items are still floating up, so we have rates. What we're probably going to do is slowly accumulate ones that... Ooh, it despawned. It can despawn, right. But that one was further over to the edge, so maybe that mechanic can help us to some extent. Man, these fish die quick. So, now I'm wondering, what if we had a waterlogged block here? Like, if we had, like, a block that had some sort of hitbox, when they fall down, they're probably going to end up resting on top of it. Okay, so let me tell you my thoughts on this farm at the moment. It's pretty good. I think the size of the tank overall, we might want to change. Maybe move it up, make it kind of slimmer, like top to bottom. That might be something we want to do. A moment ago when it looked like it weren't that great, I started to think about other directions we could take this in. But, you know... so the alternative would be to use soul sand to bring them up, and then they would have movement when they're up the top. But then we're probably using water streams to sort of funnel them to a point where something happens. So them retaining their ability to move around becomes less important, really. So, I'm going to read chat now. Let's look at Stress's pufferfish farm. Oh, right, Stress has built one. Well, you know, I've enjoyed designing my own, so I'd like to kind of continue that, really. Up the magma by 1. Oh, raise it. Hang on. Raise it up? No, I don't think that's going to help us. That's going to make collection more difficult. It's going to make collection very difficult. And I don't see the distinct advantage. One thing I will say is, like, it's doing an alright job. We just have this issue. When some get stuck, what can we do to not have them get stuck? They could potentially despawn after a certain amount of time. But I'm not really sure we can force that. We could have the player in a sort of, like, movable position where it goes up and then back down again. I'm really not sure. Why not switch the glass with slabs? What would that achieve? They would then fall out of the water? Huh. Oh, you might be onto something. What a terrific idea that might just be. That might just be... I don't know who said that, but, you know, great suggestion, because that might just be the winning suggestion right there. You might have just won the game, okay? I didn't know we were playing a game, but apparently you won it. Let's give it a try. So let's replace the white stained glass with stone slab. Right? No water will be able to leak out of it. Oh, I like smooth stone slab, to be fair. Okay, I think it's already working. Smooth stone slab. Yeah, there we go. Let's now go into spectator mode and observe what happens to creatures that fall down now. Right, is anyone going to get stuck on that slab underneath the water? That's what I want to see. I want to see this pufferfish. Right, why are you not going all the way down? You're drifting up. I guess that can happen. Because the AI hasn't kicked in. Right, that... Okay, so it can rest on the edge of a magma block without being inside the water stream, and then this doesn't affect it. Are there, like, other blocks that can do damage to mobs when they sit on it? You know, like... Use a clock to shift the floor. That's kind of brilliant, but it's too big for shifting, but we can make it smaller. That's kind of brilliant. That's kind of a brilliant idea. Campfire? Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we're exploring some ideas together. Oh, the particle effects. Oh no. This is a lag machine right here. Woo! Look at the I can't even tell if it's doing something. Problem here is that it's also, they're not landing on it. It's the same issue as before. So let's take a step back. You know, my 280 Ti ain't good enough for these particles. Therese has been yelling shifting floor for 15 minutes now. Yeah, dude, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Cactus, that'll make, unfortunately, make what we build below it difficult and tricky. So, what unique blocks do we have that do damage? There's pretty much nothing in this section, right? It's, apart from the magma block, I think. Or something that, you know, interacts with them in one way or another. Scaffolding? Like, could they fall through it? Probably not. I think we'd be looking at the same issue. You had it working, says Empress. I don't think we did. Not you know, like, we had it working to a point. Berry bushes won't work in this context, I believe. I mean, what? Let's just. I'm pretty sure this ain't gonna work, but let's. Yeah, you know, we can't use a berry bush down there, no. Full floor of magma blocks. Then we won't have any mobs spawning, so we can't do a full floor of magma blocks. Stone cutters to cut the fish in half. Stone cutter doesn't actually do damage to entities, does it? The campfire was great, except it wasn't level. If it were level at the top and did damage to the mob, then that would be terrific. Yes, yes, yes. Someone's just pointed out a good solution. I was just coming to it in my head. I was just thinking, the issue is that you've got a water block above this one. We need to get rid of those campfires, right? This is ridiculous. Yeah, wait. I just need to use that. Campfire, replace with... Let's just put stone in there for the moment. Okay, so what we're going to do, and there's no guarantee that this will work, is we're going to use magma blocks again, but we need something above it so we still have water further up for mobs to spawn. Now, I think we should use something that will... Right, I want to check pressure plates. We could use trapdoors, but something that'll drown the mob with the air block, essentially. So, just to refresh my memory... Yes, yes. It will create redstone power, which won't actually interfere with anything else, so not an issue. Okay, so we are going to put in that. Then we are going to change said block to magma block. Wait, what am I having set? Magma. Let's break that for a second. I also want to put one over here. Yep. And then I need to set magma block. Cool. Okay, so we got the grid, air quotes, down here. We are going to have to hit that and hit this. And then we're going to stack it about... I think it was like 18 last time, but I'm going to do 16 to be on the cautious side. Okay, so we'll go up to 18. And then 19. And is that all the way to the edge? It is not all the way to the edge. That's fine. Should really get rid of some of this. It's kind of weird and in the way. Okay, so here... We're going to do that. This... Change it to magma block. Right, and now I can take this and stack it that way. 18. Where does that get us? We've got a random extra magma block here. We'll go 19. And it's not quite to the edge, so I'm just going to be lazy and go 20. Uh-huh. Over here. Set white underscore stain. No, spelled it wrong. Bam! Just like that. Okay, now we've got the whole thing hooked up. Let's go into spectator mode, and we should be seeing the farm in action. The fishies can still spawn plenty fine. They die quick when they come down the bottom here. So the issue now is that if their AI doesn't swim anywhere, they get stuck floating like this. But they're not getting stuck at the bottom. If they go to the bottom, they die. They die if they go to the bottom. That's terrific. Okay. So then it's about, I think, optimization of spawn rate where the player is. Like, there is the option to drain the area. So if I find a shallow region like this that I can drain and we can drop... how shallow are warm oceans? Like, draining oceans is kind of a pain. But if they're shallowish, they might not be so bad. And I think you're looking at potentially getting a tiny bit of extra spawn area from it. Let's, okay, that is running, but... Aha, that's the one. So if we were to drop this down... I think we can get better rates by lowering it in the world, right? So if we have a shallow region and we do a little bit of clearing, we could bring this whole thing down a fair bit. Also, it kind of looks like we're getting more items now, which is good. Oh, we never checked to see if anything gets stuck. We kind of skimmed over that bit, didn't we? Right, it looks like nothing is getting stuck whatsoever. I'm going to run a little test here. And put a bunch of this stuff into one of the ones right next door. So, that one, essentially. Best way to access it is no way. Oh, I guess I could... Oh, did they all land there? No, some of them went down. Okay, here we go. I'm slightly fearful that they might get caught because it's right next door, but no, that seems to work. So, I think everything about this design so far is good. Now we want to optimize bringing it lower in the world. Maybe having the tank slightly smaller. There is the question of, do we want the player to go closer to the farm? Or not? Because having them use their AI is better. So if I move the player down by like this many blocks here, and we've drained the ocean below it, then I think there's going to be more activity from the mobs inside the farm as well. Raise the whole thing, says Arend. Well, we should look at lowering the player rather than raising the farm up to keep the rates higher. Right, we got noises in the ear from Clubsy here for 5 months. It's Hades here for 19. We've got Commodus Fire here for 5 months. And Penix2912 here subscribing. Thank you ever so much for your subscriptions. It is appreciated, peeps. It is appreciate. Let's go over here. Okay, down to this sort of level. Go pos 1. Then go all the way over here. Make the farm at bedrock, says Flying Emu. Yeah, unfortunately, that means you've got to clear out a massive ocean. So unless you have like a little inland pocket of warm ocean, then you can't really do that. Anyway, over here we're going to go pos 2. We are going to look downwards, expand by like 50 blocks, then replace water with sand. Yep, there. Oh, it's having fun. It's having fun, peeps. Oh, it's having so much fun. Let's actually do that again, and now just go fill glowstone. No, wait, what am I on about? Set glowstone. Bam. Yeah? Whew, there we go. There we go. No mob spawning. You know, that'll do. I said no mob spawning, you lot. Okay, so now the player can in theory be lowered down. So let's go. Ooh. Ah, there we are. Okay, we need to kind of count this distance quickly. So top is, let's say, 88, and we go up to here, and that is, like, let's round it to about 102. So 60. Wait, what was it? 88. So 12 for 100. Yeah. So let's say we lower the player by 12 blocks. Okay. Oh, I did that again. That's super annoying. Well, it's alright, because I'll be able to fix it in a minute. Okay. So let's configure this. We're lowering this by 12, which is over here. So that's going to be 1, 1, 7. And this is also going to be 1, 1, 7. So 252, 117, 264. 252, 117, 264. Was it 252, 117 minus 264? Okay, and then we double check that with the menu, which I can never seem to get to. Okay, 252, 117, 264. 252, 117, 264. So that is in the middle. The player is in the middle of this area that we have created. What mode am I in as well? I'm in spectator mode. Good. So we could probably lower it a couple blocks as well. But look at this. We're not really. It actually is kind of big around here, right? Like that's a fair region to clear out and get rid of water. If we really wanted to, I think we could lower it another 2 blocks. Let's go 3 more blocks, right? The player is going to be there now. We go into this menu and we change these again by 3 blocks. And then that one by 3 blocks. So with a bit of additional work to remove water below the farm, it's pretty darn optimal now. The top of it literally touches the water here. That should mean some more movement from the fishies inside of the farm. And then, you know, they're all getting toast. They're all getting toasted, basically. And then occasionally we get some stragglers, but that's fine. And that's it. Now we've got really good rates on this farm, right? Alright, peeps, what do you think of that? We got Jonathan L. Borg here with the Prime and Looney Legs 51. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Appreciate it. Biffa Season 1 vibes? Kinda, yeah. I guess, yeah, the circle in the ocean. Yeah, definitely with that. Not so much the farm, but yeah. I will research some other farms as well now. Like, I love the challenge of building a farm and I don't do it enough. So if I go look up someone else's farm and I'm like, oh, that's, you know, 1,000,000 times better, I don't mind it because we did all of this and it was good fun. So this might not be what I build on Hermitcraft, funny enough. But we had an idea there that I thought was really great and we should investigate. And that kind of rhymes. And now I'm trying to think of another word that rhymes with gate. Oh, I'm too late to rhyme with gate. The opportunity passed, you know? The opportunity passed, it's now in the past. Right, what am I looking for? I'm opening stuff on my computer and I don't know what I'm doing. So, what we're going to try and do is do a little bit of screen capture on the fly here. Let's open up the tools for Minecraft. There it is. Boom, bada, bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. Okay, that'll do. Do from seed. Bam. Okay, let's pull up my stream and see if I can get this thing on screen for you. Because I've accidentally got it on before and it's been annoying when it does that. Right. Is it going to do it today? Yeah, look at that. It's blinking. Why are you blinking? No one wants to see blinking. What's wrong with you? Not good. Not good. Let's try something quickly. There it is. Let's try this. Okay, that is not what I want to do. What do we want? That one. Aha, no blinking. No blinking now. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so I'm going to drag this so it's below the other stuff. Like it should be. There we go. And then, why is it like all botched up? Hit the screen. That's weird. Let's try and manually adjust. No, you don't want to go any further than that. Well, let me go. What? Computer program? Just work? Jeez. How do I get that to be normal? What if I do that and then drag it that way? Aha! Brain smarts in the house. Right. That's very hacky, but now we got this on the screen. That's good. Right, so let's go and highlight warm ocean, lukewarm ocean, because those are two, and then deep, warm, and deep. Actually, no, we don't want deep. We want something shallow. That was the idea. So now if we go and we click on that, I think, there you go. Right, it gives us an idea. So what we want to look for is a patch that's sort of inland. And do you know what? It's kind of hard to spot. Let's turn it off. Let's look for, zoomed out, a little bit of ocean inside a continent. Like that there might be a good spot. But I think it needs to be a lot smaller than that. And, you know, probably don't really want it to be too far away. This is a potential spot, but it's just regular ocean. In fact, I don't think we need the highlights. Also, peeps, I'm desperate for the loot. I will be right back in just a second. Whew, okay. Right, by the way, my base is all the way over here, and this is thousands and thousands of blocks away, but that is potentially an interesting... Oh no, it's the wrong type. Let's activate. It's the wrong type. Wrong type of ocean. Okay, so coming back over to my region, which is this spot right here. Right, I would want to go north, and then there's a swamp. Too much water. So let's say we go north. Well, what about that bit? Right. Okay, I think we've got a potential location. So 1,300, 3,250. 1,300. Okay, so TP Xisuma minus 1,300 minus 2,450, I think is what we said. That's really not far away from my base. And quickly looking at it is a coral reef. And, you know, it's relatively shallow, but it'd be a pain to remove all the coral stuff. It's actually a good location, but not... It's a really good location. It's kind of not the prime location. So we really need something super small to exploit. And I think the chances of finding that... This here... Oh, can you see? Oh, my cursor is totally off. That sucks. So now I'm actually pointing at it. This here is lukewarm ocean, so that's even closer. But yeah, like we need that. Like all the way inland. That little thing there all the way inland is kind of what we're after. I think the chances of finding that are really, really slim. And then it has to also be, I mean, that's a bit more inland, so that's lukewarm ocean. Again, right, here, the cursor is so bad. Let's go check that out. That is -1000, -33. Oh, that's a totally different location. No, it isn't really. I don't know. -33. So I'm going to go check it out on the Minecraft world quickly. And as it loads, which is doing rather slow, it's... Yeah, this is a drainable area. Right, that's a drainable area. And what were the dimensions of our farm? Like 40 by 40? And is the whole thing... The whole thing is... Beach, river, lukewarm ocean, beach. Ocean. It's a little too small. Oh man, and there's like a river joining it. Okay, that's interesting. That's pretty darn close to the kind of size that we need. If there's like a 40 by 40 area here, so the edge coordinate is 3337 and the top edge coordinate is 336. So that's like 30 blocks. That was almost perfect. So we need something slightly larger than that. Interesting. So we're looking at these little pockets of land that come in off the coast. And there is quite a bit of it. In fact, coming way closer, what about that? That looks really good. Again, the cursor isn't quite where I'm looking. But it's about 20 blocks wide. So it needs to be a bit bigger than that. This area is potentially... Oh no, that's swamp, isn't it? Right next door. Might not be the worst thing ever, actually. We should investigate that area. Then all of this down here will be impulse and beef, their area. Okay, I'm going to go look at that swamp next, I think. Lukewarm ocean. Right, so -1050, -950. Which is really close. Which is great. Where's the swamp? Right, the swamp is mostly land, so it's going to be easy to fill in. This might be the spot then. It might be right here. The ocean isn't particularly shallow, but not particularly deep. So, definite potential location for the farm right there. Hopefully this is going to be like 40 by 40 across. Let's zoom out again. So we're here, remember, and we're looking for little pockets of land. And they need to be sort of medium-sized. Okay, did we check out this location? This looks promising down over here. So what's the size there? Like 1833 to... Oh, that's like 50 blocks across that direction. This is probably it. This is probably a perfect location. Okay. -3050 and then 1800. Let's check out this one. -3050, 1800. And I'll let you know if we found it or not. Also, what's up with the edge of the screen? Like on... Look at all those mouse cursors. That's so weird. Hey, this has got to be it. This has got to be the location. There's a village here as well. There's lots of water we could easily fill in and build this thing low down into the ground. Like, what if I removed... Oh, how much water do I have to remove? The further inland it comes, the further downwards I can remove the water. Okay, I will show you that location in a minute. That's really got me thinking now. When it stretches really far inland, like this does over here, like here's another potential location. Kind of want like an ocean at an end of a river. Oh yeah, rivers in the area will mess with it as well. Right, I'm going to go check out this location here next, and then we'll pop back. So 2.5 and then 2.3. Right, I think, and then that's going to be the last one. So I'm going to bring you on board with the Minecraft stuff now. Okay, let's get that turned off. No. Wait, where is it? Uh-oh. Peeps, I'm very confused. Where is the capture? Can't see it. Oh, it went back to the top. Wait, what on earth's going on here? This is so confusing. But anyway, should be able to do that. Right, all back to normal. Oh, that is really confusing. Okay, and now... Yes. Good, good, good. Okay. Thank you for putting up with all this craziness. Oh, this looks like more work than the last location. A lot more work, because it's way bigger. Let's go back. So this, for a potential location. Okay, the farm should fit somewhere in here in a square shape. And then if I remove, like... Oh, it's probably a lot more work than I really want to do. Thinking about it, look at this. Like, this is so much work, actually. When you're up here, it kind of looks smaller than when you come down here. This is a lot of clearing out. I actually think I might go back to that swamp one that's nearby, because if you're not going to put in a crazy amount of work, you sort of want to do something that's more convenient. So in terms of convenience, this is close to my area. We would take like a square space here and potentially clear out the area below. Minecraft is a cube, not a sphere, says Noravan. The farm is a cube, but the area in which the mobs will spawn will be a sphere. In fact, let's go ahead and add ourselves the... Hello, what's going on? Right, there we go. Okay, so let's go add a sphere right here. We'll add the despawn sphere, right? So if I put that... enable it, configure it. Like, what did we say the height was? It's literally written here, 114. So we're almost at the correct height. But for some reason, it's not on. Oh, there it goes. Wow. Oh, that's the despawn one. No, we were using something different. We were using a different number because it was a different mob. Okay, so what we've got to do is... Open up the menu, remove that, and we've got to put a block-based sphere in. Add shape, configure it, one block higher, and then the size is, if I remember correctly, it was 64. Enable it. Now we actually see, so we've got to clear that area right there, okay? We also need a 40 by 40 block in here that is entirely inside of the same biome. So if we come over here to the edge, we've got lukewarm ocean, and then somewhere around here it's going to be beach. So what I need to do is bring that out to about there. Right, beach, beach. But on this side, lukewarm, lukewarm, lukewarm. So we'll do that. So if it comes out that far, in fact, I can use world edit here, like might not be the best way to do it, actually. Why did that not work? Oh, because I spelt it wrong. We had an Evil X noise in our ear. We got Mace School here for 68 months. Thank you ever so much, Mace. Appreciate your support, dude. Thank you for all you do. And let's go ahead and just fix my other screen now. Yes. There we go. There we go, all back to normal over here. We've got noises in the ear from Miss Grimmy for 4 months. Blurga Blur with the Prime. We got Mockada1 here for 2 months. Who Dat Ninja here with the Prime. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it. Someone says turn biome blend off. That might be a good idea. And by the way, we've got 3,200 peeps watching. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Be sure to hit the follow button over here on Twitch. Get notified of when I go live. It's the rain. The rain's making everything awful. Okay. Biome blends. Got to remember to change this back. Where did they put it? Oh, there. Oh wow! The game was never like that. It always had some built-in biome blending, right? That's gonna make our lives super duper easy. So now we don't really need that. Now we can kind of look at it from this angle. So how far is from around here? What was it like? Oh, stack 39. Right, so let's say this thing's 40 blocks across. Yeah, so it's not really going to fit in that shape. So therefore, we're probably looking at this being the natural border. Right, so if I go over here and like... So let's say we go like that. Uh-huh. Now that looks very, very, very fittable into that area all of a sudden. So this is probably where we're going to build it, right? On the edge here. Don't think there's really any preference left or right other than maybe how easy is the area below going to be to clear out. And this is all shallower. So I'd actually say we're probably going to build it here. Okay, let's line ourselves up. And let's set block. And then let's go spans like, oh yeah, do that, stack. Okay, this is probably going to be the farm right here. And then it's all inside the correct biome. It's as close to the area that's going to be easiest to manipulate. And then the player will be somewhere up here, essentially. Cool. Where's my TP command? Right, there it is. Bam. That's how we get back here. Let's TP me. In fact, let's just... Oh, yeah. And then I can just do that. Sweet. Okay, so I want to copy this over to the other location now. Let's also measure this again. Quickly. I think it's 41, not 40. 43. Okay, so it's 43. Right, that's good to know. So what we're going to do is copy this from here all the way over to the other side. No surprise. Okay, we need to expand it down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 6. Just in case. Also, how many items we got here? Stupid amounts. Very good. Okay, we also need to expand it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll go like 8. Expand by 8. Good stuff. Okay, what Y level is this at? It is at Y level 89. I kind of want to go to the very middle of that. So if I expand by 21? No. Then it'll be 22. Yeah, that'll be the middle. Oh, because I made a new region, I've just completely goofed up the last one. That point there should be the middle. The middle is also going to be the same numbers as we have in our other things, so that is actually the middle. And I need to remember the height of it as well. So when the height of this block is 90. Okay, that's important. Let's go do the expanding thing again. Six in that direction. 8 in that direction. And And we're going to copy it from here, which is 90. This block is 90. It's exactly 5 minutes since we last cleared the weather, thanks to the infamous clear bug, which never gets fixed, even though it's always reported as being fixed. How does this farm single out pufferfish, says Jeb Pryor Wesley? It doesn't. It doesn't. That's something we didn't know how to do. Okay. So now we're going to TP over to the other spot, right? 90 is the magic number. Okay, now if this is 40 by 40... Yeah, I did copy the thing. That's 40 by 40, whereas we want 43 by 43. So just like last time, it's the same trick. It's expand 21, set smooth something. It doesn't matter. Smooth quartz. There we go. Alright. Go over here. Expand 21, set smooth quartz. That's the middle. So now we need to go up to Y90. So if I go set block, and I'm looking at it, and we change that number to 90, we've got the coordinates. Then we're going to go... what are we going to do? Like, white stained glass again? Uh-huh. There it is. Then we can come up here and paste our farm in. Bam! Okay, we've now got this farm here. Oh, this is what it will look like on Hermitcraft if we do this. Let's hope all the rails didn't goof. They're probably goofed. The rails goofed! Oh, they goofed galore. Well, when I build it, it won't be quite like that, will it? Okay, so it's inside the biome. I'm going to put the biome blend back on now that we've figured that one out. I think I had it on 5x5, right? Then, oh, we have a, like, glass block up here. Interesting, didn't notice that. Then we're going to go create our spawning spheres now. So let's go, turn it on. Yep. Then we're going to go, no, that. There we go. Right, this is going to be set here, but we go 114. Excellent. Okay, add a shape. It's a sphere. It will be set here, but 114. And this one will have a radius of 32, I believe. 32. Okay, come out, do that, and then... Oh wait, it's on? Where's the second one? $63, 114, 64. What? Wait, that never got changed then. So 32. Wait. Oh, I see. Weird. Okay, I tried to type in 32, but it didn't let me go to 0 first. So it kind of looks like this is higher than it was before. I mean, you can clearly see it could have been lower. Interesting. By like 3 block. Hang on, let's count it. Let's count it. Like 1, 2, 3. It could go down to that kind of level, right? Let's go undo. Go back to here. Except go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, I mean, the spheres don't line up like they did before, right? Which is a bit quirky. I think we're going to raise the player platform position a bit. Something like that. Yeah, this is probably all goofed because of the water. Okay, so let's configure those spheres. This one will be raised up by like 2, I think. Or 3. Wasn't that what we originally did? 117. Maybe I got those numbers wrong. Maybe it was 117, and I've just been putting in... Hang on, I could have checked that. Where did I get 114 from? No, it was 114, and I probably literally got it from that menu. Okay, so now it just touches like a little bit of the water there. That's absolutely brilliant. The farm is lower down, which makes it technically slightly faster, although not by much. And the region here, as you can see, means not a crazy amount of work to be done in terms of clearing out the water. What I might even do is create a sphere shape. Like, I might build the shape into the water. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do here, because dropping in sand and stuff and using sponges can be kind of slow. Probably faster than building a sphere shape. Anyway, you now get a sense of the scale that the project is going to take up, right? And then we'll put a phantom farm on top of it. Has it been 5 minutes again? It must have been 5 minutes again, because the skies have gone nasty. Every 5 minutes. Right, we got a noise in here from Freak Burrito for 4 months. 33 months even. Thank you so much, dude. Stry1X Hyper. Thank you for your subscription. Appreciate it. Do we have Fenneman in chat? We got Fenneman in chat. Hey, dude. How's it going? Right, that's a finished project right there. I could bring my camera account over, and I'm going to close that now, actually, and we could watch it in action, but no. So, if I choose to build this on Hermitcraft, this is where we'll build it. Just because it's kind of close to my base, I guess. That's great. We got ourselves a project, you know? We got ourselves a project right there. Sand dropping machine, maybe. This is King Homer. I can't remember how to set those up. If I research it and it's simple, I'll definitely use a few. Fenneman's here for 9 months saying Twitch baby. Yes, Fenno. It is indeed a Twitch baby. Thank you for 9 months of support, dude. Why not turn weather cycle off, says i3 mesh. Oh, I wanted to show you the bug, you know, because it's been annoying me, that one, for years. And I always moan about it. And, you know, I just wanted to moan about it. I like a little moan. I'm British. What can I say? Okay, let's head up there. And, you know, there's not much else to do other than build some more platforms, right? Get some more ghasts spawning in. And there's other players online right now, so I ain't going to get anything out of it. But when they're offline and I'm here, we'll get tons of ghast tears. Well, that is for sure. Check the spot in the Hermitcraft server. Stress built a pufferfish farm. Oh, you know, I'll check it out what she did, and I'll check out other designs. I said that earlier. If I wish to build a different design, I will. But we've got our own, you know, in-house built design to use as well, which is cool. What will the stream token be? Oh, I haven't even thought about that. I might not even do one today. I'm so unprepared. Because we've been building in the other world and we only got a few minutes. I guess we could rename something, right? End rods? Yeah, I mean, like, this is what I say every time. We've had a few good ideas, like, you know, putting TNT in your offhand or an end crystal, but we can't do that every time. So, what are we going to do that's kind of, like, unique and interesting? And, do you know what? I think I'm just going to build this one over both at the same time here. And it usually ends up being a book. I think a book's a great one, because then you get an item with all the details in at the end of it. Chat's got some suggestions. A pufferfish. I don't have a pufferfish to hand, unfortunately. A ghast tier. Could do. I got loads of those, haven't I? Could call it Tears of Joy. Totem to save them. Doc ate the last one, apparently. A firework, yeah, but then it's like someone's going to set it off, right? Diamonds, Joe loves diamonds. Lime green glass for Joe's chroma key. Piece of obsidian, TNT of friendship, yeah. You know, these ideas are have been done, I think. You know, all the good ones like the end crystal and the TNT. One, two, three, four, five. An ender pearl, yeah, could be used at the wrong time. That's so trolly, because What happens if you have an ender pearl in your offhand and you just... Yeah, that would be the worst! But then it would be over so quick, right? Or maybe we could give Joe a stack of ender pearls and call it the offhand ender pearl of the live stream day. And then it's like a challenge to play. I mean, like, if someone gave me that, I'd be like, this challenge is over in 16 right clicks. I'm done. I don't want to hold ender pearls there, but it might. Maybe Joe will embrace it and it will be amusing. So that sounds like one heck of an idea, doesn't it? Or we could give him a stack of obsidian to put in the offhand. Lava bucket. I believe we've done the lava bucket. We've done the pufferfish in a bucket before. I think we'll go with ender pearls. I've not seen that one before. Why did you leave 4 blocks empty at the end? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what 4 blocks empty at the end is. Go and see Donkey's here with cheers a bit, saying a bone and put it's all that's left of yesterday's chicken. Oh, was it a chicken that was sent around yesterday? That's a good joke, but I'm going to go with the ender pearls because that'll be fun, I think, to do those. Right, I think we've got time to quickly put together one more platform and then we're going to have to go find Joe. Just looking at the clock. That only took us like 3 minutes to do all of that. So we'll do the next ones efficiently. And then we'll move it along. What about a bucket of milk? Yeah, it has less of a useful effect, you know. It'll negate your beacon effects for a moment, or your potion effects, I guess. You know, all the good ones have been done. We've had so many of these days passing around items. It's, you know, it's just going to be like that. Some weird potions. You know what? I'm brewing lots of potions. That could be a thing, you know. Like, we could make it so that you have to hold, like, a poison potion in your offhand. And at some unfortunate bit in the stream, you're going to get poisoned. One interesting thing, though, might be, like, how long do the hermits last with those ender pearls in their offhand? You know, maybe Joe won't use all of them. Maybe it'll be like, it'll get to, you know, stream number 4 or 5 and they're still there. Maybe the hermit's got pro skills, you know. Do you know what Tango will do in his stream later today, X? I don't know what any of the hermits are going to do in their streams. I do know that they're going to play on Hermitcraft, though. That's one thing I can be sure of. Joe uses the ender pearls more than the elytra. Well, he'll have a challenge not to use the ones in his offhand. That'll be the idea. That'll be the idea. Have you seen Tango's minigame? I saw a bit of it in his video. It's not finished yet, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Codhead with cursor binding free. Oh wait, no, they're exclamation marks. Maybe. But then how do you pass it on to the next hermit? I guess you'd have to kill yourself. Which is a bit grim. Where are me end rods at? There they are. What is he building, says Major? Clearly I'm building lots of portals with stone platforms between them. You know, as you do in Minecraft. With squiggly lines down below. Can't forget the squiggly line of carpets. Gee. You know? One, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Alright, Joe's ready to go. I guess we've got like 3 minutes, so we'll finish this up and head over there. Levitation splash potion. That would be amusing, wouldn't it? That would be amusing. How do you get the levitation? Wait, can you get levitation splash potion? I don't think you can. I think it'd be nice if they added a way to get that, really. Potion of the Turtle Master. That's not levitation though, is it? Okay. Bam, there we go. Right, time to head out of here. That goes in there. Okay, that's empty. So's that. These will have to go in there for now. Did I put that away? I did. Good, 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 good. Grab this. Grab a this, grab a that. Right, we need an anvil, an ender pearl, and then we've got to get to the shopping area. Lingering potion of harming. Yeah, those lingering potions, I feel like they're a little underpowered. They don't really like last for too long, do they? It'd be cool if they lasted a little bit longer at least. Levitation is shulker specific, I think. That's why you need to get the shulker to the overworld to get the how did I get here achievement. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Okay. Here we go. We'll have plenty of ender pearls over here. Then we need to find an anvil, which I'll probably have down here. So what are we calling it? The offhand. There it is. Offhand pearls of stream day. Did that let me put? Oh, stream day. 11th, 20? Oh. Okay, let's go. Offhand pearls of stream day. Offhand pearls of stream day. There you go, we've got the date in as well. Super trolly. Let's go give them to Joe. Who is streaming, by the way, because it's a Hermitcraft live stream day. You can go to livestream.hermitcraft.com to see the schedule of all the hermits that are streaming. And peeps, be sure to hit the follow button over here. I'll be streaming tomorrow after my episode of Hermitcraft goes out, which I haven't finished yet, which reminds me I need to really get on that. It's all part of the plan. All part of the pan, peeps. All part of the pan. Can't talk properly. Right. Yeah, so I'm going to be raiding Joe in a minute, and there'll be a raid button for you to hit in chat. I want to say a massive thank you to all of my patrons, all of my subscribers, resubscribers, all the peeps donating and cheering. Let's give him a love tap. And then let's chuck him the offhand. I can't wait to see what Joe does with that. Peeps, that is the end of my stream today. We got Dead, Pryor, Wesley here with Cheers and Bits. It's a little bit too late for me to read out, dude, but thank you for the nice message there. I appreciate it. Where is the raid button? You should be able to hit the raid button in chat now, peeps. And hit the follow button as well. That's it from me today. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.